Gurave Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Savana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Pariyana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Prarayane Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaura Krishna Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktabhyam Namami Bhaktashatikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 7th chapter, verse numbers 24. That's what is it? 25.
21 yesterday.
It's actually 25. So Vidura is continuing to speak and ask questions, and he wants to know mainly about the creation. How Lord, he manifested the universal or this cosmic form, and the various planets are existing in that, and then how he created the other elements which exist in this form, the senses, the life airs, and then the various vibhutis which he translated as the Prajapatis. Because after the world or the universe was created, then the next was the Prajapatis who start creating further living beings. So this is, he wanted to know that, and then he said that I want to know about their sons and grandsons and sons of their daughters and the various gotras, variety of creation which filled this universe. So then he says, Prajapati nam sapatis chaklurpekan prajapatin sargaschayvanu sargaschaymanun manvantaradhipan. Then he wants to know about the Prajapatis, the Lord who is the master of all the Prajapatis, the creators, and how he created them. And after that the primary creation and the secondary creation. And then there are Manus and the periods of the Manvantaras. And then there are presiding deities in every Manvantara, the Manvantara avatars. So there is a whole process how the universe comes into existence, and then slowly how it evolves. Because it is not just the planets which are created, but various types of living beings, and creation is at different level. There is at subtle level, and then little more gross, and then our physical world which we see in experience. So there is so much variety, vichitra akritaya, as he said in the previous verse. There is so much different variegatedness, wonderful types of living beings and places which exist in this universe. So he wants to hear about all that. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti says that Dvitiya Skandhe Parikshita Prishtena Eva Arthan Ek Jatiya Hridayatvat Vidro Api Prichati. These same questions were also asked by Parikshit Maharaj in the second canto to Sukadeva Goswami. So he says he is asking the basically same questions, and this he says because their hearts are similar, their thoughts, because both are devotees, Parikshit Maharaj as well as Vidura, both are devotees of the Lord, and therefore their questions are related to the Lord and His creation and His activities. Yavad Adhyaya Samapti, and his questions will run till the end of this chapter. Prajapatinam Pati Brahma. Prajapatinam Pati, or the master of the Prajapatis here, is Brahma. How he created the other Prajapatis like Daksha and Kashyapa and Vasishtha, these are all Prajapatis. Sargan Dasvidhan Anusargan Tadbhedan. And then there is creation, 10 types which will be described later on. And then there is further divisions of creation. So all this he wants to hear. And then he says, Ete shamapi vamsasya vamsanucharitani cha uppariyadhasya ye loka bhumir mitra atmaja sate tesam sanstha pramanam cha bhulokasya cha varnaya triyam manusha devanam sarisripa patatrinam vadana sarga samyuham garbha sveda dvijodbhidam. Says, I want to know the dynasty or the lineages of these various Manus and Prajapatis and the activities of the people who appeared in their dynasty, Vamsanucharitam, and the various planets above and below, Priyadhasya Loka, Bhumer, and the various divisions of earth, Mitra Atmaja Asate. So he is referring to Maitreya as the son of Mitra, which is the name of the mother of Maitreya. So Purana has this definition that there are 10 items which are described, Atra Sargo Visargasya Sthanam Poshanam Utaya. All this creation, second creation, and then maintenance, activities, karma, Vamsanucharitam, various dynasties of the kings and the Prajapatis. All these things are described in the Puranas. That is the definition of Purana. So that is being asked here. And tesam sansthaam pramanam cha. Now how they are maintained, how they are destroyed, what is the size of these planets. Bhulokasya cha varna, and also of the Bhuloka, the earthly planet. And the creation, up till now he was only asking about human beings. Now it says Triyam means the animals. And human beings are on earth, and the gods, and the reptiles, Sarisripa, and the birds. Says, please explain to me the creation of all these beings. And then he refers to all of them in 4 classes. Those who are born from the womb, and those who are born from the sweat, and the twice born, like the birds, etc. And the plants and trees which manifest from the earth. So these are the 4 ways living beings take birth. So he wants to know the various divisions of these. So there is not much commentary on these verses. He mitraya atmaja sansthaam sannivesam samvyuham samvibhagam. Sanstha means the placement where the various planets are situated in reference to each other, and samvyuham means the divisions, because they are situated and then they are called high and low. Of course it is high and low from whose reference, because when you see this earth, it is going around it, so what is high becomes also low, right? We say the heaven is up. So now you say heaven is up, but at night we will be down. So then heaven is down or heaven is up? You thought about it? Yeah? They say that heaven is up and the hell is down, right? And that is only if you are stable all the time, but earth is rotating. So when you are up here, then this is up, and then you go down, and then that will look like up to you, what is down, because you are standing then like that. And this will look down. So what is up, what is down? Lakshmanji, please tell.
It's a relative world.
You can tell. Yeah, this all this up and down. This I don't know. Maybe it is based on the daytime. Then when we are in day, but then day also now it is day for us and night for somebody. But then when the day is, they will come to this place, so it will be up for them also.
All these things, all these are not also rotating?
But,
I mean, the other planets.
yeah, but they remain at a distance from Earth, whatever. Whether you call it up or down, they don't come to the other side.
And then everybody has their own orbit.
Yeah.
Where they are rotating.
But the Earth is here, and the Moon is here, and it goes around, but it's also going like this.
So they must have to have a point, who is the referring point for them.
So it is up and down, maybe this is up in day only, not at night.
And they for whom?
For everybody. And, so Garbha Jarayuja. Garbha means those who are born from the womb. Jarayuja. Jara is this covering which covers the baby in the womb. Manushyadev, a human being. Svedat Andat Chadvabhyam Chajata. Svedaja Kirmi Dansadhya Vijaha Pakshina. And then there are some living beings which are born from the sweat, from the heat. Right? You keep some dal or rice packed, and after 6 months it's all eaten up. So they don't come from outside, they just take birth there, right? Because it's closed. And then they eat up everything. And then they die. So that is their world. And then, so these are the Krimi Dansadhya. These are the worms. And Dansa is like mosquitoes. But mosquitoes are born from eggs. Right? But these worms can take birth just like that. They don't have to be eggs for them. Keep some food somewhere, close it, after a few days there will be worms in it.
Like fermenting. The fermentation of the ingredients.
So Dvijaha Pakshina. Dvija is Pakshi. twice born. Duja literally means twice born, so the twice born can also mean Brahmanas, but here it means the birds. Udvidas taru gulmadya, and Udvida means trees and the creepers which come out by breaking the ground. So he wants to know about all this. And Varna Gunavatarai Vishwasya Sarve Sthiti Apyashrayam Srijtaha Srinivasasya Vyachakshodara Vikramam Varnashrama Vibhagansya Rupa Sila Swabhavata Rishinam Janma Karmadi Vedasya Cha Vikarshanam Yagyasya Cha Vitanani Yogasya Cha Patha Prabhu Neskarmyasya Cha Sankhyaस्य Tattvam Tantram Va Bhagavat Smritam Pakhanda Patha Vaisamyam Pratiloma Niveshanam Jivasya Gatiyo Yascha Yavata Guna Karmaja. So he continues to ask his answers. He says he would like to know about the Guna avatars who create, maintain and destroy this universe. One is Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. They are the Guna avatar and they have their function. Srijtaha Srinivasasya Vyachaksha Udar Vikram. And then he wants to know the beneficial activities of Lord Srinivas, the so abode of Lakshmi, what all he performs. He also wants to know the divisions of Varna and Ashram, 4 Varnas, 4 Ashramas. So this is the original division of humanity done by the Lord according to the nature, Swabhava, so that people can perform activities which they are designed for. We all have different nature, and this nature is acquired at the time of birth. We are born with nature, and it is not possible to change it. So accordingly, one should take a profession so that it matches with the nature. And then besides that, one has to have training in life. So 4 ashramas are made, because all the time you cannot perform only one type of duty in the life. We also have to think of future. So he wants to know the duties of them. Rupa, Sila, Swabhava. Their form, how they are created, and the behavior of people, the nature of this. Rishinam Janma Karmadi, and the birth and activities of the sages, and the divisions of the Vedas, how they are divided into various parts. Yagyasya Cha Vitanani, and the divisions of the Yagya. So there are 2 divisions of the Vedas, Karma Kanda and Gyan Kanda. So that is called Purva Kanda and the Uttar Kanda. The Purva Kanda is dealing with the sacrifice, so that people perform activities, and activities are performed to become realized. And if one performs these activities properly, then there are 2 outcomes. One can go to heaven, or one becomes renounced and develops knowledge. Sarva karma akhilam partha jnani parisamapyate. Krishna says that the culmination of karma is in jnana. Because if one goes on doing this sacrifice, either one is niskam, then one will come to realize, or one is sakam, then also one will realize that they don't make you ultimately happy. So then you come to Uttar Kanda, the second part of the Veda, that is the Vedanta. So he was asking the questions about the sacrifices. There are 5 types of sacrifices. There is Agnihotra, which is to be performed every day. Then there is Dars Purnamas, that is performed monthly, every full moon and every new moon. Then there is Chaturmas, seasonal sacrifice. Then there is fourth one is more there. Forget the name, and the fifth one is the Soma sacrifice that is performed yearly. So these are the 5 manifestations of the Lord in the form of Yajna, because Yajna by Vishnu, Lord is called Yajna, Vishnu is called Yajna, and this is a way to worship Him. So now of course that Yajna system is finished, because Varnashram is finished. So then there is yoga, one can also perform yoga. Yoga is such a patha prabhu. Yoga means to meditate on the Lord, fixing mind on Him. Neskarmesya cha Sankhya, then Sankhya, this is the Gyan mark. Sankhya means Gyan, not doing anything, understanding that everything is just happening in the nature. Prakritahi kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankar vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. So out of bewilderment we think that we are the doer when actually things are happening around us. To understand this, that is called Sankhya. Naya kinchit karamiti manyate tattvavid. Krishna says whether you are opening your eyes or closing your eyes or swasam, swapam, sleeping, waking, breathing, you don't do anything. These are just happening. So yukto manyeta tattvita. Naivikam chitkarameti. The yogi thinks that I am not doing anything. So that is the philosophy of Sankhya. Then there is Tantra. So Tantra means here, of course, the Vaishnava Tantra, the Pancharatras, because there are deviations in everything. Yeah. There is also yoga is followed by Buddhists or atheists, and Sankhya also, atheistic Sankhya is there, no belief in God, and Tantra also. So he says Bhagavat Smritam. He is talking about that Tantra which is related with Bhagavan. And Pakhanda Patha Vaisamyam. He says, please also tell me about the path of the atheistic people, those who don't believe in the Vedas, they are called Pakhanda. How that comes into existence, Pratiloma Niveshanam, and also Pratilom. There is 2 types of birth, Anulom and Pratilom. Anulom is when the husband is of higher caste and wife is of lower caste. And if it is other way around, then it is called Pratilom. So now Pratilom is being propagated in India. Jivasya Gatiyo Yascha. And what are the various destinations of the living beings? Yavatir Guna Karmaja. Because of their guna and karma, we take another birth, because body is temporary and soul is eternal. So this combination of soul with a particular body stays only for a short period. Then you get another one on the basis of activities. And what is the guna manifest in the time of death? And then birth comes into existence. So commentary is Sargadinam Ashriyascha Srijta, the shelter of the creation, etc. Rupam Lingam. Rupa means the symbol. Shilam Achara. Shila refers to the behavior. Swabhava in the nature. So this is about the Varna and Ashram. So he wants to know what are the characteristics of Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and how do they behave in particular ashramas, because there is different behavior in different ashram. So he likes to know that. And Vikarshanam means Vibhav, the division of the Vedas. Vitanani Vistaran, the expansion of the yogas, yagyas, sacrifices. Yogasya Ashtangasya Patho Margat. And yoga refers to the Ashtanga yoga here, the 8 limbs of the yoga. Neskarmyasya Jnanasya, Neskarmya is the path of knowledge. Tadupayasya Sankhasya cha marga. And the means to attain that knowledge is Sankhya. So Sankhya believes that if you understand the various tattvas, then you will be situated in knowledge. Bhagavat Smritam Tantram Narad Pancharatra. So Narad Pancharatra is the tantra which is spoken by Lord to Narada in Svetadvip. So this is specifically asked, although there are many tantras, but he is mainly asking about that which was spoken by the Lord, otherwise tantra was spoken by Shiva. Then Yavatir Yavatya Tavatir iti Sesha. Pakhanda Pathat Pakhanda Margto Hetor Yad Vaishamyam. And how Lord, when He creates the world and He establishes Varna and Ashrama, then everything functions properly. But then after some time the discrepancy comes. So this is natural in this world, that you establish a system, then sooner or later the system breaks down. Every system breaks down after some time. So he says, how does this pakhanda, the Vaishamya or disharmony is created by the atheistic people? That also please explain. And Pratilom Nam Sutadi Nam Nivesnam. Pratilom, as I explained, is the intermixing of the castes in marriage. When wife belongs to the higher caste and the husband to the lower. So Suta is also Pratilom. Suta is also caste like Suta Goswami. So this is also birth of Pratilom. And Nivesnam Sansthanam. Dharma Artha Kama Mokshanam Nimittani Avirodhata Vartaya Dandanitescha Shrutascha Cha Vidhim Prutak. Then he wants to know about Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. The religious duties, how to earn wealth, and Kama is how to satisfy your desires, enjoyment, and Moksha is liberation. But they should be avirodhata, they should not destroy each other. You can earn money in such a way that it can go against dharma, or it can go against kama. You earn money, and this is what is happening now, that people take to irreligious means to earn wealth, so that is destroying dharma, and then they also destroy their health in the process. So then kama is also destroyed. So you have money and you have earned sins along with it, and you have destroyed your health, so you cannot enjoy. So he says you should enjoy in such a way that you don't become poor and you are not irreligious. You should perform dharma in such a way that you don't become bankrupt, and also at the same time you are not just starving and doing fast every third day. At the same time, you should also earn wealth in such a way that it is not impious or destroying your body or your health. So this is called avirodhata. And then ultimately it should be all geared for moksha. Dharmasya yapargasya narthartha kalpate narthasya dharme kantasya kamo labha hi smrita. Kamasya nendriya priti labha jiveta yavata jivasya tattva jigyasa narthayasya karma. So Bhagavatam has its own vision of dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Usually people think that if you do dharma, then you will get wealth. Like yesterday night, this mic going on, they are doing Devi Jagaran, singing songs about Devi and remaining awake whole night. So this is obviously to get, they think that Devi will be pleased and then you will get some money. So this is one way of gaining money, by doing some religious act. But Bhagavatam says that dharma is not meant for making money. Dharma is meant for apvarga, to become liberated. And money is not meant for sense enjoyment. Money should be used for dharma. Arthasya dharme kantasya na kamo labha smrita. And kamasya na indra priti. The objects, they are not meant for sense gratification, but for sustenance. You survive. Then what is the use of survival? It's a jivasya tattva jigyasa. The purpose of surviving is to know the absolute and not to just make money. Nartho yaschaya. Now this goes completely against the modern society. Modern society says that your life is meant to make money. Right from childhood, you have to be trained to make money. When I went to Faridabad just few days ago, Steve was telling me, we were talking that he is doing this program now, Jiva Ki Pathsala, so he got a lot of mail about parents, their problem about the children, how the children, they cannot concentrate or they are in anxiety. And when this is time for final exam, a lot of students commit suicide in India. Every year at least 60-70 suicides because of the stress for the exam, because they have to do very well, otherwise they will not get admission in an engineering college or management or medical. So they work very hard, and if they realize they are not doing well or they become very tense, then they just kill themselves. So he said that, and then the parents also don't know how to control the children. They are not studying, or they are in tension, or they are not obedient. Then they don't know what to do with them. So they ask questions. So one lady wrote a letter, email, and said that I have a girl, daughter. She is very well behaved, nice, I am very happy. But I want that she prepares for entrance exam for IIT. IIT is the most famous engineering college in India. And there is a entrance exam for that. It's called JEE, Joint Entrance Exam. And people prepare for it. Even when they are in the school, they are thinking already that I want to go. And they take special coaching. And then she said that my daughter is 2 years old. 2 years. So the daughter is 2 years old and she is worried that how the daughter is going to get into the IIT. Which means after 12th grade. Means going to school for 12 years. Then she will appear for the exam and she is worried now. So this is, life's goal is only making money. Why? Because engineers get good salary. And they can go to foreign countries and make money. So Bhagavatam says Jivasya Tattva Jigyasa, that the goal of life is to know the absolute. And now the goal of life is to make money. And you make money in such a way that you don't know that you have consumed yourself in making money. By the time people are 40 years old, then they have diabetes, so they cannot enjoy sweets. They have heart problem, they have blood pressure. So they really, what do they enjoy in life? and they are having so much anxiety, or in the process even they may have divorce, their family life is gone. By 40 they may have achieved economically some stability and they have wealth and they may live in a big house and car and servant, but they are alone and their health is ruined. So that's what is happening to many Indians, and of course in the West also, because this money thing is very important. So that's why now the books which sell, as you are saying, is those which are related with how to reduce your stress, how to make your mind calm, and how to be a millionaire.
No, no more.
No more? Okay.
These books are out.
They'll come back after some time.
Tendency is there.
Because this will not go away. So therefore he says very important point that nimittani avirodhata. That this should be not opposing each other. Dharma, artha, kama and moksha, they should be pursued in such a way they don't kill the other. Even Kama Sutra says like that. And even Arth Shastra of Chanakya Pandit, he also says that one should earn wealth in such a way that it does not destroy dharma and kama. So that is intelligence. But now people are not trained like that. They are just fixed from their very childhood that you have to be an engineer, you have to be a doctor, you have to be whatever, director of a company. And that's all they know. So nimittani upayan, what are the means to execute dharma, to earn wealth, to enjoy and to attain moksha. Paraspar avirodhen, without opposing each other. Then there is varta. Vartaya krishi vanijyadi shastrasya. Varta refers to the business. That how to do farming, profession, how to till the land and bring crops. So there was also Shastra for this before, how farming has to be done, how you have to use the bulls, how they have to be trained, how the crop has to be brought up. All this was there before. There were books about this also. I was reading one sloka that when you plow the land, to have 8 bulls which pull the plow, that is the best. 6 is medium. 4 is lower class and 2 is sinful.
Sinful.
Yeah.
8 more
Yeah.
in the line.
Well, I don't know. Now I only see 2. I've only seen 2. I've never seen 4, 6 or 8. But the sloka says like this. That means in the olden days they must be using more bulls. Whether they were all in one line or they were one behind another one, I don't know. What was the arrangement? So there is descriptions about also about fertilizers and how to make compost and all this. So it's there. Dandaniti, then very important is Dandaniti. Dandaniti is the Artha Shastra. Management, how the society has to be ruled by the king, how they have to be taxed, what are the duties of the king, how he has to protect people, and if there is some calamity or abnormal situation, or if there is earthquake, some drought, there is no rain, then what is to be done? And if somebody is not following the law, how he has to be punished. That is the real meaning of dand. Dand means stick or punishment. So how people have to be punished. So if you read Danda, and Mahabharata itself has so much, it says this stick or Danda is the avatar of God. It says people are like animals and they listen only this Danda. So it is very important how to keep everybody in control. And if people are not in control, that's why the king has to be there. If there is no king and then there is no Danda, then everybody becomes frivolous. And then you cannot pursue this dharma, artha, kama and moksha. None of these things can be pursued. So there is so much talk about this Danda Niti. And it has to be done quickly. When somebody commits crime, it's not that after 20 years the punishment is coming. So Shrutasya Veda Shastrasya, and then the Vedas. So what are the divisions, descriptions of all this Dandaniti, Arthashastra and farming, business, how much tax one has to levy. The sages, the brahmanas, they were not levied tax. It was not uniform. Like now there is tax same. If you have this much income, it doesn't matter whether you are a teacher or you are a student or you are a worker somewhere, you have to pay tax. So in the Vedic culture it was not like that. Some people were free from tax. Sradhasya cha vidhim brahman pitrinam sargameva cha graha nakshatra taranam kalavya samsthitim. Says also, please explain to me the process of doing Shraddha. Shraddha was also one of the very important features of Vedic culture because it relates to the forefathers and it is a very important part of Karma Kanda to appease those who are dead. So there is a Vedic system how you can help those people, your forefathers who have died, they can also be helped. And this naturally makes you believe in soul different from body. It also makes you believe that you also have to die and take another birth. And therefore don't do anything which is harmful. So Shraddha is very important. And there is a process how it has to be done. There are specific times on which date it has to be done, at what particular times it has to be done. So this, please describe that. And how Pitrinam Sargam, how the forefathers they exist, how they are created, there is a special place for them. And also the creation of the Graha Nakshatra Taranam, the various types of stars, and Nakshatra is, I don't know the English word for this, the planets. These are all Sanskrit words for the different luminaries in the sky. And the divisions of time. So what is the shortest division of time, what is the longest division of time?